Welcome everybody to Positive Behavior Management. My name is Katie Boise and I am your professor for the semester for the course. I just wanted to briefly walk you through the assignments for this week. I am going to apologize about my voice. I have been sick the last few days, so I'm going to honestly try to keep this video as short as possible because my voice keeps kind of going in and out. So I have Canvas up on the screen next to me, so you're going to see me keep turning through, and I want to just make sure I like to go through the order of what the assignments are so that kind of when you're watching this or when you're reading the module assignments, I'm literally walking you right through it. So the first thing that I want you to do is make sure you read through the class syllabus for the semester, and also make sure that you have a classroom or a child care center, a place where you can observe for 2 hours a week. This is a requirement of the course, and there will be things starting this week that you need to observe. So if you do not have a place yet, I need you to do that ASAP. And then communicate with me that you don't have a place and that you're working on it. Diana Menard, who's our department head, can get you hooked up with the lab school, but observations will start this week. So I can excuse them and give an extension as long as I know ahead of time and I see that you are working towards getting it. But you will be needing it for each week. So please, please, please get on making sure that you have an observation site. The next thing that you're going to see is a class questions and answers discussion tab, and it is within right in the module, but you can access that tab at any time on the left side of the screen under discussions. That'll be in there all semester long. I highly suggest using it if you have a question about an assignment or a timeline or anything like that, because if you're questioning it, another student might be questioning it as well. So it's a really great resource to have where we can all help each other with that. Also, I want to make note of the blue question mark on the bottom of the right side of your screen. That is if you're having any questions or problems with Canvas. It is a fantastic resource, and I've used it many, many times myself. You can actually do a live chat where you can ask them questions, and somebody gets right back with you. It's almost like an instant messenger, and it is very, very helpful. So the next thing that you're going to see is where you saw this video, which is week 1 assignments. Each week I do a written out explanation walking you through each of the assignments. I highly suggest printing that out because at the bottom of it each week are the assignments that are due, and then you can just go right off and check off, okay, I did this, I did that, I did this. And it's just a good organizational tool for you to use. One of the things that I've tried working on with this class based off of feedback from other students is there is a lot to this class. And I try to do documents that have lessons within it. So I try to have each module kind of go in order with the flow of here's an assignment or a lesson, which is usually in a PowerPoint or video or within a document, and then here are assignments that go with it. If at any time you are confused or you cannot find something, please, please, please reach out to me as soon as you can. If you're reaching out to me at 7 or 8 o'clock on a Monday night and assignments are due by 9 p.m., that makes it really hard for me to answer you and give you feedback in a significant time for you to get the work in on time. Underneath that, you're going to see the online participation agreement. Please read through that, sign it either digitally or handwritten, and then send that and submit it in the tab that is right below that says online participation agreement, submit here. Then the next thing underneath is class introductions discussion. I would like you just to go through and introduce yourself to the class. Tell us a little bit about where you're observing, where you're working. Tell us about yourself professionally and personally as much as you would like to share. I always enjoy getting to know students because I don't ever get to meet you face to face. So it's really nice getting to meet you within the discussion. Then underneath that, there is a discussion that you're going to click on. It's called Pyramid Models Video Discussion. Please click on that and watch the video. The pyramid model is the whole basis for this class and the structure for this class. And it's actually a model that a lot of public schools are going and using as well, of really just looking at the foundations and needs and kind of going through up to intensive interventions and the different strategies and things that we can do to really help children that have challenging behaviors and what we can do to possibly prevent them before they're even beginning, or before they get up here. What can we do to help children when they're down here? So you're going to watch that video and then just answer some questions in that discussion. Underneath that is a protective factors PowerPoint that I would really just like you to look at and use as a resource. Then underneath that, each week we are going to be doing social skill sets. And I have a video explaining what a social skill set is and what this week's is. And this week we're really focusing on turning a no into a yes. So basically what we're going to be looking at is how can we make our words that we're using more positive with children. No, stop, don't. Those are all negatives. Those are those no's. What can we do and say to make it more positive and telling children what to do rather than what not to do? So what you're going to do is you're going to watch that video and kind of look through the paperwork that I have in there, and then you're going to observe yourself this week about a time where you either did use a no and what you could do differently next time, or a time where you used, where you could have turned, or you did turn rather, a no into a yes, and really going in depth and telling the story about that, and really get into detail for me about what you did or could do differently next time. Social skill sets are really important because that's how we're really going to look at ourselves as a teacher and think about what we can do differently and just our part in challenging behaviors and what we can ourselves as teachers can do to help prevent them. And then you are also going to be looking at how many times you say no or don't or stop this week, and just kind of sharing that with us in the discussion. Be honest. I'm not, nobody's here to judge you. Oh my gosh, they said no 20 times in an hour. Nobody's here to judge you. You're using it as a tool to help you become a better teacher. So the more that you're honest with yourself, the more you will grow. Again, there's some of the information about social skill sets, the rubric, and a written explanation for you as well if you like things written out. And then, again, the information about turning a no into a yes, that skill set assignment. And then the last thing in there are your lab hour sheets that you will document each week your time spent in the classroom. And that will be due at the end of the semester. The expectation is you are doing at least 2 hours a week. So I hope everybody has a fantastic week. Please, please, please reach out and communicate with me if there's anything that I can do to help you. If you are lost with Canvas, or you're confused about an assignment, or you don't know where to find something, the more questions, the better. I am here to help you. I would rather have a lot of questions and somebody at the end say, Katie wasn't very helpful. I can't help you if I don't know that you're confused about something. So I always welcome questions. The more, the better. And you can always use the questions and answers tab. One quick side note, when you send me an email, if you are not sending it from an NHTI email, they are going into my spam folder, which I don't check on a daily basis. So the best bet to reach me is to use your NHTI email. That will come right to my email. You can also send me an email in Canvas as well. So have a fantastic week. Modules will officially open between midnight, which is between Monday and Tuesday night, and all assignments for this week are due by next Monday, the 28th, by 9 p.m. Have a fantastic week, and again, please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions. Thanks, everyone.